The more I work with the system, the more I love it. And now so many other people are contributing to make this system that we've created in South Africa even greater, and that we're taking worldwide. And basically it's done on a simple concept, the concept of hunting in packs, where people become part of investor networks, share their learnings on investment, solving money problems. We've got an international due diligence team. So this team would look at 70, 80, 90 opportunities a month, choose the best opportunities in different categories, cash generating categories, property categories, speculative asset categories, whatever the case might be. They will choose the best investment opportunities, do a due diligence study, and then present it to these investor hubs or networks. And in discussing these opportunities is where the investor knowledge just grows, and our corporate knowledge as a system just grows from one opportunity to the next. So we just, as a movement, we're just getting cleverer and cleverer in the investment decisions we make, in the solutions that we bring to the hubs, and the questions we ask that's asked from the hubs. So
in effect, even though when we start out, we personally may not know the right question to ask in assessing the viability, in assessing the risks, in assessing whether or not those returns are great returns. By learning from the way other people are asking the questions, by learning from the way other people are analyzing the deal, we then can gain those abilities for ourselves. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. I mean, if somebody presents you an investment opportunity and you've never thought about investment, you wouldn't have a way how to judge that opportunity.
You wouldn't even know if it's good or bad.
You wouldn't know whether it's good or bad. You wouldn't know an apple from a pear. But once you're part of these groups, I sent an investment opportunity the other day to Perth. They came back in the group of, I think there were 40 people there.
40
people evaluating one opportunity. They came back with 49 questions.
Wow. And that's huge team learning.
That's a huge team learning. I tell you what, that 40 people learned more that evening about investment that they've learned in all the courses they've done put together. Just because they had a real opportunity in front of them and they were discussing a real money-making opportunity. And the questions that came back was absolutely great. After that, I thought I must actually give the minimum information to the teams when they discuss that, because the learning in this joint discovery process is just so powerful.
That's wonderful. Now, I'm someone who invested, some time with you, so I actually understand the whole way you do this. And the reason why you design an environment for team learning is so that you can empower those people who start out, who may not necessarily have personal funds, to be able to learn to invest along with other individuals who may have a lot more experience and a lot more access to funds, right? So that's why you put the system together. Can we take you a few steps back to the original process, which is looking at someone who may have been trapped in middle class thinking, who hasn't even woken up to the so-called crisis and or so-called fatality of missing this investment knowledge or intelligence. So what was the first step that got you to that ability to have financial literacy, financial intelligence, to be able to assess opportunities for yourself and for the teams around you?
Are you asking for me personally, or how our system works?
How your system works.
So the first thing is the first thing to do is the financial diamond course. I mean, this course is a 1.5 day course that just introduces you in the whole field of the mindset of an investor. And it asks a very important question, and that is, why do you want to create this wealth? Why do you want to grow your wealth? What do you want to do with this money? Because for us, it's not enough to say that I want to make money. It's the why behind it, the thing that you're passionate about, that thing that gets your eyes alive, the smile on your face, you're fully present. If your money making doesn't connect with what you are passionate about, the motivation will never be big enough to do that. So doing the Diamond course connects you with your purpose and passion, and then with the money that you want to make. After the Diamond course, you go through a program a 4-week program of writing a 5-year financial and investment plan. And you write that according to a specific portfolio structure, which we call the diamond structure. When you finish with your plan, you get invited to a hub where the due diligence reports are presented. So we've got the due diligence team. They're part of Ample Opportunities. They look globally at all the opportunities that come in every single month, and they would choose the best, do the due diligence study, and then present that to the hubs. The hubs would then scrutinize this opportunity, decide whether they're going to invest or not. And by the way, there are 2 different kinds of hubs. There's the Informed Investor Hub, which is, they meet once a month in the different cities in the world, like Hong Kong or Singapore. Once a month, these investors would come together, they would look at the opportunities. But we've also got the executive hubs and strategic hubs, which are normally your sophisticated investors, people that have gotten a portfolio, a specific portfolio, but want to grow that portfolio in one way or another. And they work through a different system. So they would, yes.
That's great, thank you. The question sometimes I get asked, and I'll ask the same question to you to see what you have to say, and that is, and that's probably what I suspect to be one of the reasons that's keeping people trapped in middle class thinking, which is, I've got my daytime profession, I've got a job, I'm quote unquote busy, and therefore I've got a financial advisor, or I've got someone who's a finance professional that's helping me out. Isn't that good enough?